The girl knew perfectly well that marrying the god of the mountain meant death. Yet, during the bride selection in the village, she voluntarily returned to offer herself as a candidate. She insisted on replacing the young woman who had been chosen, who did not want to marry and become the god's new wife. The reason for her decision was that only by risking her own life could she uncover the secret of the mountain god and discover the whereabouts of her sister. 10 years earlier, her sister had been selected as the bride of that year and had since disappeared without a trace. The villagers firmly believed that as long as they offered a fertile maiden to the god each year, he would protect the village and grant them wealth and good fortune. But 10 years had passed. All the brides, including her sister, had died on their wedding night inside the temple. Determined to uncover the truth, the girl presented herself before the clan chief and volunteered without hesitation. However, the old man was doubtful, as her sister had been a bride only 3 years prior, and according to clan rules, no family could offer another daughter within 5 years. Moreover, everyone remembered how she had cried and screamed for 3 days and nights after her sister's death. And now, as the village's only university student, she was returning willingly to be sacrificed. The clan chief could not hide his suspicion, but the girl claimed she suffered from a rare illness, an internal heat diagnosed by doctors as a condition that required contact with a man of high vital energy, or she would soon die. She even claimed to possess extraordinary fertility and confidently stated that she would surely conceive the god's child. The village priest stepped forward and began testing her. After several questions, he declared her application acceptable, though the chief still had doubts. He cast the sacred shells to consult the god. The oracle was clear. The god accepted her. Thus, the girl was officially designated as this year's bride. Still uneasy, the clan chief asked the priest to keep testing her no matter what. She endured in silence, assuring everyone that she was completely prepared and ready to fulfill her destiny. Her sincerity and the evident favor of the god convinced the chief, who chose an auspicious date and personally organized the wedding procession. However, on the day of the ceremony, the music played was funereal. The girl grew nervous immediately and asked the chief why they were using mourning music. He explained that the god was a celestial being and the music symbolized the difference between the mortal and the divine. With a complex expression, she was accompanied by the villagers into the forest. She instantly felt a cold, eerie wind. One of the carriers stumbled, and the girl struck her hand on a branch, bleeding heavily. The clan chief muttered that it was a bad omen, but the girl firmly declared it a blessing foretold by fate. A wedding sealed in blood would bring good fortune. After several difficulties, they reached a river. The priest explained this was the threshold to the god's temple. Then they covered her eyes with a cloth. The sudden darkness made her tremble. The priest guided her step by step into the water. Silently clenching her fist, she let her blood fall on the stream's stones. After passing through a bamboo forest, they arrived at the god's temple. They removed the blindfold, and the chief solemnly reminded her that she could only leave if she conceived the god's child. The honor of the entire village rested on her. The young woman gave a faint smile and entered the sanctuary alone. But something strange happened. As soon as she crossed the threshold, her wound stopped bleeding, and at that moment, a terrifying sound echoed from the darkness.